Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Alex, the Comic Hoarder. Thank you so much for clicking play on this video. I've got 5 books to show you guys today. These are brand new to my collection. I'm so excited to have these. These are foundational books, and we'll get into that a little bit later. What are foundational books? Before we do that, I want to thank the sponsor of this video. It's Hip Comic. There's a link in the description below to check out Hip Comic today. For collectors looking to sell, Hip Comic offers a unique comic scanning feature that lets you list up to 5 times faster than traditional methods. Just snap a picture of the cover with your phone, and the comic scanning feature will automatically create listings for you, complete with important details like volume, issue number, publisher, and more. For bargain hunters, Hip Comic hosts weekly auction events where you can get great deals bidding on rare and key issues that always start as low as 99 cents, with hundreds of new books added each week. Check out the link in the description below. You will not be sorry. Hip Comic is awesome. And thank you once again, Hip Comic, for sponsoring this video. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Do you guys remember when I used to do that? It's foundational comic book time. I'm so excited about this video, like I said before. I love foundational books. These are books that will increase the overall appearance of your collection. They'll increase the overall value of your collection. These are comic books that are universally recognized. Any single dealer will know what these comic books are. They'll know what these keys are. Any single collector should know what these keys are. And if you don't, we'll talk about them today. These are not flash in the pan books. These are not hot last week, gone this week. They're not dictated by speculation. Now, speculation or movie hype or hype in general may increase or decrease the value of these books, but they will still always be considered keys. If you are looking at a collection, these are most likely books that you will pull out of the collection as key issues, or make a mental note as you're flipping through the boxes that, oh, there's these keys in there. It does affect the value of this collection. So that's what foundational books are for me. There are forever keys. So with that being said, the first book on the list is The Amazing Spider-Man number 344. This is the first appearance of Cletus Cassidy, who becomes Carnage. This is such an important book. Regardless of the Venom movie, this will always be an important key issue. This is an Eric Larson cover, really great classic Spider-Man artist. This book goes for $150 in 9/8. When I say these prices, that's what I would stick to if I was going to be buying one of these books in a 9/8. So stick to those prices. You definitely don't have to necessarily go out and have to buy these books. I'm finding them in the wild. I'm creating short lists of books that I want of the Copper Age that I want to have in my collection for my foundational comic book collection. When I say these prices, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to go out and spend $150 of your hard-earned money. If you really want this book, that's what I would spend, or that's what I would stay close to. But if you can get a better deal, 120 bucks, that's even better. 9/6s go for $50 to $70, and then raw books, you should be able to find this book in pretty decent grade for $10 to $20. But regardless, it looks great in this Mylar and top loader. Love this book. Next book on the list is Amazing Spider-Man number 360. This one isn't a newsstand, but we're not going to talk about newsstand versus direct editions today. It's just too exhausting. This one is a Mark Bagley cover. Really great book. This is the first cameo of Carnage. This is an awesome book. It's definitely one that you want if you're a Carnage collector. And like I said, regardless of the Venom movie, Carnage is always such a classic Spider-Man villain, and one of the scariest Spider-Man villains. So for a 9/8, you should be able to get this book for $150 to $175. For a 9/6, it should be anywhere from $60 to $75. And then for raw issues, $15 to $20. Definitely try to get a higher grade in this book. These two books, they don't command a ton of money for a raw book, but I'm not spending over $35, $40 for this book. Next book on the list is Amazing Spider-Man number 362. This is the second appearance of Carnage, and it's such a great Carnage and Venom versus Spider-Man story. This book has surprisingly gone up in value, even in raw condition. I've been seeing a lot of sales or listings, at least, for $45. So I would say in the raw condition, this is a book that would command anywhere from $35 to $45 in raw condition. For 9/8, you would spend about $120 to $150 on this book, and then in 9/6 you would spend anywhere from $70 to $80. This is such a really cool book in the trilogy of Carnage and his first appearance. Definitely a great cover. Mark Bagley, killed it on this one. I love Mark Bagley's Spider-Man. I think it's really great. Venom and Carnage look so crazy. So awesome book there as well. Before we get to the next book on the list, would encourage you guys to hit that subscription button if you're brand new to the channel. Hit that bell to be notified when there's future videos. Really hope to have another foundational video out very, very soon. Also hit that thumbs up, you guys. I would love to have a like goal of 250 likes for this video. By liking this video, it helps this video get onto the feeds of people who aren't necessarily watching my videos. So thanks in advance for doing that. Next one up on the list is Amazing Spider-Man number 363. This is the conclusion to the Carnage trilogy. First appearance of Carnage. This is the Carnage's third appearance. Really love the Mark Bagley floating heads. Homage maybe to the Jack Kirby floating heads, but this is really cool. It's always been a great cover, and it really pairs well with the second appearance of Carnage in 362. This one is a newsstand, but like I said, we're not talking about newsstands today. It's just too exhausting for me. Newsstands generally in the 90s command a little bit more of value. If you want to know, do your own research. I'm exhausted talking newsstand versus direct. So 9/8s for this book are a little bit cheaper, $90 to $110. 9/6s go for anywhere from $60 to $70. And don't overpay for raw issues. You should be able to find this book for anywhere from $10 to $20. I definitely won't go over $30 and definitely won't be paying anywhere near $40 for this book. It's a $10 to $20 book. In my opinion, you should be able to find a pretty nice copy for that. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching the video. The last book on the list, of course, you would have to expect it. It's Amazing Spider-Man number 361. This is the first appearance of Carnage. Such a great classic book. And regardless of how Venom does, regardless of how Woody Harrelson portrayed Carnage in that movie, this one is always a forever key. This one is a foundational book, and it pairs really nicely with Amazing Spider-Man 300. Crazy, crazy, great books. Love this. Carnage is a massive, massive villain in the Amazing Spider-Man mythos. There is a second print, so where you see all of this white in the background, it would be silver. So make sure that you're watching out for those. Those do command also really nice prices. So if you do find one of those cheap, I used to buy those things for $10 to $15 all the time, and then all of a sudden they shot up in value. But the white on the background is what signifies the first print. Silver on the background signifies second print. First appearance of Carnage. Awesome, awesome book. 9/8s go for $500 to $525. I'm pretty sure they were a lot more right before the Venom movie, Let There Be Carnage, but they've gone down and settled about that $500 to $520, which is a really nice, healthy price for this book. For 9/6s, you're going to see prices from $200 to $225, and then raw copies, $90 to $120. I got the entire trilogy from a buddy Corey of mine where I live, and I paid $130, which is a great, great price considering that the Amazing Spider-Man 361 is about $120 raw. So considering that, I paid about $5 for the other issues. As I'm editing this video, I wanted to make one more comment about Amazing Spider-Man 361. You will notice that there is a known manufacturing printing error. There's these two claw marks here. There's this one right here, and there's this one right here. This one right here is not a claw mark. That is actually the artwork, white in the artwork. And when the printer was manufacturing these books, the claw would pull down that book and actually make those little tears in there. CGC is well aware of this. I don't feel like it docks the grade too much, but every single 9/8 that I've seen on eBay, I really look for them today. They do not have that manufacturing error, so I can't guarantee that if you have that, a really nice candidate for a 9/8 with claw marks, I can't guarantee you guys that you'd get that 9/8. I just don't know 100% for sure. So that's it, you guys. That is a foundational comic book video. It's a Carnage video. I think Carnage is so great, and these books are definitely the Carnage books that you'll want. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a thumbs up, comment down below, and once again, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscription button, hit that bell to be notified when there's future videos. And with that being said, you guys, I will talk to you on the next one. See ya. Bye.